Hey yo,
What's up, folks?
it is Danny Boy.
And Bill Corpus Christmas Murphy. I'm still very much alive.
Yes, you are. Thank goodness gracious. We are live and in living color on the SIN YouTube channel for the Sports Insanity podcast on the Sports Insanity Network. Like I said, sponsored as always by the Dugout of Millwood. We appreciate you, love you, and thank you for always joining us. As you can tell, I am live from work. I have to be in early today, so doing it from a different setting. Bill in his usual man cave in
Yes.
Fishkill. Hopewell Junction, excuse me. Wanted
Just
to
don't
make
give people my address.
yeah, exactly. Um, somewhere in Dutchess County. But
Somewhere in Dutchess County, I'm in a basement.
yes.
In a
Um,
microphone, talking about sports with Rich.
yeah. How is Foxwoods?
Oh, it was fun. It was great. I didn't win a lot of money, but I didn't lose a lot, which is good.
There you go.
I don't owe any money to the tribe, so that's a good thing.
Yes. Yeah, no,
Um,
we love that. We don't want to lose money and stuff.
we want to
Like,
win money.
we want to
And
win.
also, I got to see my very good friend Stephen Cunningham. Steve, if you are listening, shout out to you, my good man.
Mhm.
Um, he's yeah, it was good to see him. Yeah, it was a nice time, and you know what? While we transition, because we got a lot to talk about today, and this has something to do with Foxwoods, we got NBA Finals to talk about since we weren't here the last. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about a bunch of other things, such as Bears getting a new home, and now you Bears fans know what it's like,
Mhm.
and we'll talk about that. But yeah, but I was in Foxwoods on the night of Game One of the NBA Finals, and they have a sports bar that is sponsored by a certain sports gambling company that I cannot mention because we're not sponsored.
Right.
Um, and dude, the place was packed. The place was absolutely packed.
I'm sure a
And
lot of Knicks fans that came from Connecticut and all that stuff,
yeah, are they Knicks fans or are they Celtics fans?
depends on where you live. If you're southwestern part of the state, you're probably more geared towards the New York part than if you're the rest of the state. So I
And
would I would say the mixture of both.
and there's also a across the street, right across from that certain sports bar that is sponsored by that certain sports gambling company. There was a bar and they had the game on at first, but Wednesday night is karaoke night at that place.
Oh well.
So it's like they had the big game on they had the game on the big screens, and I'm sure they had them on the TVs in the bar. But when I was walking by, they had the lyrics up for the song. It's like, okay, sorry, starting at 10 o'clock, you can stay here, but we gotta turn it off the big TV. You can watch it on the small TV, but you're gonna have to listen to singing that's at best mediocre.
That's a lame. That's lame. Like what the no, like that's not where read the room, bro. Like no, like
Well, if that's their promo, if they do karaoke on Wednesday nights, um,
no, you tell the karaoke people suck it. Like the
but
Knicks are
no,
playing.
after 10 o'clock, that the sports bar that was sponsored by that certain gambling company was full. Because they're probably
Exactly.
going, we actually want to watch the game. We don't want to sit here and listen.
No,
And we don't want to listen to I don't know, give me a typical white girl name here. Come on, Reggie, help me out here.
no, like no. Like,
We
it's
don't want to listen to Karen. Yeah, we're going to use Karen here. We don't want to listen to Karen at her bachelorette party butcher wannabe by the Spice Girls.
nah, bro.
We
Here's the
don't want to
deal.
listen to Susie. I don't know. I should think of a more adult name. We don't want to listen to
The,
Megan sit there and butch and sing and drunkenly sing Taylor Swift.
the bottom line is this is the NBA finals. You
Okay,
have
you know what?
people
So I
with
don't
it.
accuse of being a misogynist. We don't want to listen to. We don't want to listen to Bob Butcher. Don't stop believing.
The point
We
is,
want to watch the game.
you want to watch the game. And knowing that it's the NBA finals, to hell with the karaoke. To hell with it. Like,
Yeah.
no,
So I'm sorry. If you want to stay and watch the game, you're gonna have to listen to singing that's at best mediocre.
no. You cancel karaoke in favor of the NBA
Amen.
finals.
Amen. I don't want to sit here and listen to your crap mediocre singing. I want to watch the game.
Sorry, you
Sorry,
know,
folks. I know that's how you make money, but come on. You get a bigger crowd for the NBA Finals.
or
The
at the
Knicks
very
haven't been
least,
there in nearly 30 years. I think that's going to bring a little more money than listening to people badly sing songs that we know and love.
is there like another part of the bar where they could do singing? Like,
No, because when I walked by, because I had to use, because I actually had to walk out of that sports bar to go to the bathroom.
right.
And I walked by that other bar and they had the big screen. They had the lyrics of Mr. Brightside, which we can all admit that is a freaking awesome song.
Yeah.
That song is freaking awesome. And if you hate it, I deeply question your taste in music and I will recommend therapy services to you. Um, but no, it was on the. I didn't see if they were watching the game on the other TVs. So but I can only imagine this. I can only imagine this, Reggie boy. Be like, coming out of my cage, I've been doing just fine. Gotta. Shut up! We're trying to watch the game here. Come on, Brunson, what are you shooting at? Chest. Now he takes off his chest. Now shut up, or the next thing I'm gonna throw is a freaking beer bottle. Come on, bar. Do better.
Yeah.
Do
Um,
better, people. Do fucking better.
yeah, I mean, any type of during the NBA finals, especially when it features the New York Knicks, in that region, like you gotta be better.
But
Bottom line.
it's separated between the Knicks and the Celtics, and I'm not even going to say the Nets. All five of their fans,
Yeah, duh.
all five
like
of their fans.
like even the people in New Jersey are rooting for the Knicks. So it's like,
Poor New Jersey. Actually, no, not poor New Jersey. Yeah, because remember, if you're younger than us, you probably don't know the Nets used to be in New Jersey.
and a
For
long,
those of
long,
you who are younger than us.
and those of you that are way older than us, you probably saw the Nets at Nassau Coliseum. Um, back in the heyday. In any case, NBA Finals. Um, Knicks are up 2-1 in the series.
Yes.
They did take the first two in San Antonio, dramatic fashion. But then, of course, they lost in game three, which, of course, that was sucky to watch because the Knicks just had no spark all night. Um, I'm gonna say this about the Knicks, and I talked about it earlier. Um, with Mark Halpern on Six Man Up. We did an early morning edition recapping game three. The Knicks have not played well in this series. They have not shot well. There's a little too much of the ISO ball with Brunson, which I hate. I hate when it's ISO with Jalen Brunson because he's not at his best when he does that. And then on top of that, there have been too many stretches where the Spurs continue to just dominate the Knicks, whether it was offensively or defensively. The Spurs have been way too physical with the Knicks. And while the officiating has been horrible, not giving the Knicks any foul calls, and the Spurs getting all the foul calls. The bottom line is the Spurs being physical and them taking it to the Knicks offensively has really, really gave them fits all series. They got lucky in game two. Game one, I'll give the Knicks. Knicks came back from a deficit. Game two, the Spurs came back from the deficit. Knicks should have lost that game. They got lucky.
Yeah.
In reality, Bill, this should be a 3-0 series lead for San Antonio, but it's not.
Oh, game two. I agree with you. Friday night, the Knicks got lucky. The Knicks
you got lucky, dude.
Yeah.
And last night, the game was closer. The score was closer than this game was, to be honest.
It's
Because you
true.
know what was a big thing? Yes, okay, we can all agree the refs did a terrible job.
Yeah.
We can all agree. But you know what was a big thing last night? Turnovers.
Yeah.
The
13
Knicks
of them.
committed 13 turnovers. And San Antonio got 21 points off those 13 turnovers.
Huge. And then, you're talking about how the Knicks turned the ball over a lot. That was one of the two things that the Spurs did in games 1 and 2. They gave the ball away to the Knicks way too many times in those two games. This
And
time, the script flipped. The Knicks gave the Spurs a lot of points off turnovers.
the
And
Spurs got 8 turnovers, and the Knicks only got 7 points off those turnovers.
and they played a much cleaner game. You can tell they were more polished, they were more poised, they were calm. They didn't allow the moment to become too big for them. That is a massive game for a win at the Madison Square Garden. You talk about hostile environment, and of course, President Trump, who's a huge Knicks fan, um, in the building, like everyone's against you. You're down 2-0. You came into the finals as a favorite. You lose your both games in San Antonio. Everyone's hating on you. They're down on you, crapping on you. Knicks fans are yelling, screaming Knicks in four. They're booing you outside your hotel. Like New York is a hostile environment. And yet the Spurs came in. Like I said, they were calm, they were poised, they played clean basketball. Clean basketball. And they were able to come out with a victory. And a very, very impressive victory. Wembanyama, he had 32 points and 8 rebounds, 6 assists. That's another big thing that we didn't talk about in this game with Wemby on 6 man up. The 6 assists by Wembanyama to really help out the offense.
Oh, Wemby had
Stephon,
a great game. So did Stephon
tremendous.
Castle.
Stephon Castle was tremendous. He killed the Knicks all night. Julian Champagny, he also had a great game too. Another New York guy. And even down the stretch, you even got some production out of De'Aaron Fox. Look, at the end of the day, you can tell that this Spurs team, without much pressure, because like think about it. If the Knicks won in game 3, it's like, okay, whatever. Knicks are kicking your ass anyway. You know, so the pressure was more on the Knicks to win than it was on San Antonio Spurs. And San
And
Antonio came out with a big win, massive win.
um, do the Knicks, let me ask you a question. Should Knick fans start pushing the panic button right now?
No.
Because I was watching news coverage after the game, and they were all like, "Hey, it's a blip. Things happen." But I'm like thinking, I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to say this: Game 4 is a must-win for the Knicks
Yes, 100%. I agree with you.
because Knicks win. We can go to San Antonio, and Game 5, we win the title there. Awesome. We lose Game 5, sucks. But you know what? We can come back and win it at the Garden.
Yeah,
But
the Knicks have 3 chances to win the series if they win game 4.
um, oh, here's the thing: if the Spurs win tomorrow night, they're back in this series.
Mhm.
They're back in this series.
And then all of a sudden, it becomes a best-of-3 with home court advantage going to San Antonio. So,
Reg, I got some bad news.
mhm.
Well, looks like I won't be needing this.
That's okay. Like,
Looks like I won't be needing the broom.
yeah, the Knicks weren't expected to sweep the Spurs, and I would have been really shocked if that were the case. Like,
So from Knicks in 4 now, Knicks in 5.
Yeah. I still say Knicks in 7. Like,
No,
I think it's gonna go to distance. You know, it's tough. It was a tough game. No show from Mikal Bridges. He had 2 points. He only scored one shot. Karl Anthony Towns was 4-10 with I think he had like 11 points or whatever it was. Non-factor there too. Like the offense just they couldn't get into rhythm. Like I said, a lot of the ISO ball, Brunson dribbling a lot. Jalen Brunson took 25 shots last night. That's unacceptable. That's not his game. Okay. 32 points. Wonderful. But he did not have his best game. He was 11 for 25 shooting. He didn't look like himself. He got absolutely manhandled by the Spurs every which way. By the way, the officiating was horrendous, and we already talked about it. I mean, did you see Brunson get absolutely shoved, punched by Wemby? No call. Unacceptable.
That should have been called.
Yeah, or when Stephon Castle came in and it tackled him like a fucking linebacker. No call. But it's not the reason why the Knicks lost. Let's call it like it is. Knicks lost because they beat themselves in this game. They allowed the Spurs to hang around and they made them believe that this is a series now. Game 4 is crucial now.
Oh, it absolutely is.
And I'm not going to say the Spurs win the series if they win game 4. Makes it a lot tighter, though.
Well, it went. No, this is net. No, tomorrow is a must win for the Knicks. If they lose this game, then this series is. Then you're letting the Spurs back in the series.
And they would have flipped the script. You know, the first 2 games, the narrative was that the Spurs are too young, they're inexperienced, they're making plays that are killing them. And you know, the turnovers. I know Wemby in the first 2 games had those horrible turnovers down the stretch that allowed the Knicks to score points and win the game. You know, like the the narrative has been, look, this Knicks team, they're not playing well, but they're finding ways to win, while the Spurs are beating themselves. If they go in and win game 4, and not only win game 4, but win it the way they won game 3, script is flipping. Because now it's more polished Spurs team, a Spurs team that has played the Knicks well all series and has had their number all series, has been physical all series. Now it's like doubt's going to start to creep into the minds of New York and their fans.
No, so like tomorrow, Knicks got to win tomorrow.
It's huge.
Huge.
Now, of course, no, I wasn't expecting the Knicks to sweep, but it would have been nice because had they swept, I would have been able to go to the parade without having to take some time off.
Reggie, you gotta go up for the parade, dude.
I'm currently working it out with my boss, but
We don't even know when it's gonna. It's because everything's conditional right now.
When or if it's gonna happen. So it's like
Just do what Mike Lifting does. Get a giant cardboard cutout of yourself. Nobody will know. All right, Dan's in a good mood today.
God. Oh my God.
Or you could just say you were abducted by aliens.
Yeah.
I use that excuse all the time.
Yeah, so I'm in a pickle, Bill, because Saturday is my dad's 70th birthday party. He doesn't turn 70 on Saturday, but we're celebrating it early because it's on a weekend.
Are you
His
heading up for
birthday
that?
his birthday party's at 3. Yeah, man. That's why I'm going to New York. That was my point. Like if they had swept, I would have been able to go to the parade because I'm going.
Yeah.
So I'm in a pickle here. Now that we know there's going to be game 5, it's going to be on Saturday.
Oh,
So the birthday party is at 3. I'm wondering if I should stay out and attend one of these watch parties that they have in the city, the Knicks.
okay. The part you're not gonna skip your dad's birthday though.
It's at 3. The game's at
Okay,
like
I'm
eight.
sorry, I misheard that.
The game's at 8:30.
Okay, so where is the party? You don't have to tell me. Is it gonna be at your family's? Is it gonna be at some place? Or
So my dad's 70th party is going to be in the Bronx somewhere. Somewhere in the Bronx. We just reserved the place. Um the game's at 8:30. I gotta at least catch one of these watch parties. At least one of them, you
where are you
know.
gonna go to Central Park?
Should I go to Central Park or should I go to the Garden? That's the real
Oh, that's the
question.
big question, Reggie, my man.
You know, or should I catch something in Queens? Queens, they're having some parties too over there. You know, so look, the Knicks are in the finals. I can't watch it at home. Like,
No, you
and
absolutely can. Because,
it,
dude, think about it this way: what if the Knicks win tomorrow night and Game 5 they win?
exactly. Mhm. I think the series goes 7.
You think so, don't you?
I really do. Like, I think the Spurs have shown enough where they're going to extend the series. I don't know if they win Game 4. I certainly have my doubts that the Knicks are going to win Game 4, but I don't know for sure. I think the Spurs get another game and really, really make it tighter than a lot of people think.
Bro. So how is this a pickle? Yeah, party starts at 3. It'll probably be over by what,
Well,
5 or 6? No,
well,
6 or
I don't know.
7?
I don't know how long it's going to be. That's the thing.
And or are you gonna Irish goodbye them? Leave and not tell anyone?
No, no. I'll tell Mama and Daddy that I'll be going out. The thing is
Where's
that
Reg?
the thing is that you know if the party if it goes late into the night, which is it won't because my dad's getting up there. Um, there's going to be a lot of middle-aged old people there, and of course, the younger crowd like me. You know,
Or see if any of the younger folks gonna be there next game, Knicks fans.
mhm.
Get a
Oh,
book,
all of us.
get a crew together and say, hey, after this, let's go to a watch party. Come on,
Yeah,
that'd be perfect.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's a pickle because I don't necessarily want to abandon my father after his birthday party, but at the same time, the Knicks are in the finals, and I'm in New York City during that time. Like, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I'll work it out with them. I'm sure they'll be fine.
If the Knicks end up winning Saturday, am I going to be seeing you on the news climbing poles?
No, I'm not coordinated enough.
You know I love you, Reggie.
Yeah. But
And
I'll
we're
I'll
not
I'll
going to see you
go
do it.
I'll go crazy in the streets.
Are you going to? Okay, for those of you who haven't been listening, me and my dad have had this joke saying that if the Knicks win, Reggie's would be doing the backflips. And they're like, I don't think that's going to happen. And I
Oh,
texted
oh,
that to you, Reg, and you said, unless you want to pay for my medical bills.
yeah, and you know, I'll have the same condition back like Mark Halper, and you know,
No, we don't want you to end up like Mark Halpern.
it, it's not fun. It's not fun. Nah, we love you. We love you a lot, Scott. Um, but yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so yeah, and as we mentioned, Game 3 had a very special guest last night.
Hmm.
Spike Lee! No, he's always there. Derek
uh,
Jeter. Did you see Jeets was there?
I saw Jace was there. Eli Manning was there.
Derek Jeter and Eli, two people who know how to win in New York.
Exactly. John Stewart, he was there. I saw him.
Robert
Obviously Ben
Kraft was,
Stiller.
which weirdly is Robert Kraft was there.
Yeah, Robert Kraft. Chalamet minus Kylie Jenner.
No Kylie. Oh, Trouble in Paradise, man.
I mean, she's a socialite, right? She does her own things.
Or remember, the Kardashians turned Eric into a drug addict, Scott into an alcoholic, Bruce into a woman. Can't wait to see what they do to Kanye. Now can't wait to see what they do to Timothy.
Yeah. And then
Also Tom Brady. I heard Brady was there last night.
I didn't see Tom Brady and
I was hearing rumors that he was there. But
I didn't see any side of him.
Robert Kraft, why was he sitting in Nick's row and not with the real special guest, Mayor Zohran Mamdani? Okay, no. We all know who was there.
No, Mayor Bloomberg, he was there.
Bloomberg was there too, which makes sense. He's the former New York City mayor.
He got absolutely hammered by Jose Alvarado when he dove into the stands.
Poor Michael Bloomberg. Oh, I wouldn't worry about Michael Bloomberg. If he got hurt, he's a billionaire. He can afford good treatment.
God. No. The special guest of the night was the Law and Order cast.
Yes, the lot of Mariska. Olivia Benson was there.
Olivia Benson.
She's a big Knicks fan. I didn't know she was a big Knicks fan.
Oh yeah, I mean she's there all the time.
And it turns out she's BFFs with Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, she's there all the time. It was good to see Chris Maloney there too. Obviously,
Sergeant Stabler was there. Yeah, the cast of Law and Order. Those were the real special guests.
Those were the real special guests,
guys. All right. Enough of the jokes. Y'all know who was there.
Did you see all the lines out there for the Knick game?
You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. Put politics aside.
Yeah.
You listen, we're not a political podcast, but you all know my feelings on Trump at this point. Yeah. And Reggie has known my feelings about him for the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. The reason why I'm pissed about Trump being there has nothing to do with the politics. Okay, maybe it does. But it just becomes a logistical nightmare. Look at that, Reg. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. For all you millennials out there, yes, that was a SpongeBob reference. But no, dude, fucking look at it. The lines were... everybody was telling him, get there at least 2 hours early. Get there at least 2 hours early, Reg. On what planet this is? And there's someone I know. I'm not going to give out this person's name, but he posted on Facebook yesterday. A friend of mine. He goes, "Oh, why is everybody complaining about this? When Bush came to the 2001 World Series, I didn't get into the third inning. I guess he had season tickets at the time." And I'm like, okay, listen, that was an entirely different situation. That was right after 9/11, and I'm sure security was tighter than it was, but no, it's like, why? Why do we have to shut everything down so he can come?
And this is not to say that Donald Trump can't come to the Madison Square Garden to watch the Knicks play in the finals. Like, of course he can. He's the president of the United States. 1, 2. Donald Trump's a Knicks fan. Like, he grew up in Queens.
3. He's buddies with Jim Dolan.
Like, he's been attending Knicks games forever.
Yeah.
So, it's not to say that Trump can't attend. Like, he's a true Knicks fan. But it just gives the bad mojo, given the political climate of New York City and how unpopular he is over there. Like, I don't know, it just put a negative vibe to the and and you felt it all game. You know, obviously it ended with the Knicks just being absolutely horrendous on the floor.
So can we blame Trump for this? Please.
I'm not gonna blame him totally,
I
but
want to blame him.
his
Blaming is fun.
his presence, you can tell, brought a negative vibe to the room. The fact that they had to block off 10 blocks of city streets for his Secret Service welcome and protection. And the Knicks fans had to stay in line for a long time. Like,
You
bro,
probably had to, because think about it. If you had to get there at least 2 hours beforehand, a bunch of people probably had to leave work early,
yeah,
go through midtown traffic
right.
to get there.
Yeah,
And if
lines were
anyone goes, I didn't grow up in New York City. This fine gentleman who was sitting across from me did. Um, you know, New York City traffic at 4 or 5 o'clock is a nightmare.
all
It's
over the place.
It's a fucking nightmare. And why are you, again, politics aside, like, basically, you want to come, I get it, but at the same time, don't inconvenience us in the process.
Like it made
Especially
me.
those people who had to pay $7,000 for
I
those
know.
tickets, which is absurd.
Like for that moment in time, it wasn't about the game. It was about the security of the president of the United States. And of course, Donald Trump makes it about him. Of course he does.
And
And again, it's not to say he can't go to these games, but with all these barricades and massive lines that stretch for
well,
blocks,
this is why I'm actually saying why he shouldn't come to these games because of that. Because
like,
and like listen, because
it's too
listen,
much.
he's the president and he needs security. Absolutely, I agree with that. But when you got to block all, you got to do all these road closures, and plus not even take the game out of it. What if you're just coming home from work
Mhm.
and oh, you got to go down that road? Oh, it's closed. Oh, I gotta go down. Okay, could use this road. Oh, that road's closed too. Then you just caused a city-wide traffic jam. Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, even the NYPD, who I respect, you know how much I respect police and stuff. Like,
Listen,
even
we know
even
there's been issues with cops over the years, but there are good ones out there who proudly and honorably serve, and we thank them.
yeah, like even they had trouble figuring out protocol. You had cops telling certain fans go to this street. Then you had cops telling fans once they get to that certain street to go to another street. And then they go another street. Like it was just so confusing. I think fans eventually got it, but
All just blocking the street.
it it
Half the
it brought a
band isn't
it
in the
brought a
band.
it brought a bad vibe to what was supposed to be a New York City celebration. And look, it didn't end up being a New York City celebration because the Spurs won. But what was supposed to be a night where the first time in a long time the Knicks are playing a home game in the NBA Finals.
Because
It,
if you're under 30, if you're a Knicks fan under 30, this is your first time seeing this. And
Mhm.
this had to ruin the experience because you know what? Do you think people were really thinking, going to your point, Reg? Do you really think people were really, were they thinking, oh, I'm sure they were thinking, ooh, the first Knicks game at the first NBA Finals game of the Garden in nearly 30 years. They were thinking that, but their big thought was, oh shit, I gotta get there at least 2 hours early.
yeah.
Oh crap, I get out of work by 5. Am I gonna be able to get back to my apartment, put on my Knicks jersey, and get to the Garden by 6:30?
Yeah.
Like,
It's It's rough, dude.
Boss, can I get out at 4 today, please?
It,
Or
it,
actually, no. Can I leave after lunch?
it was rough. Like a lot of fans were very negative about it. Trump obviously got booed from his suite.
And all
Um,
the and all his friends in the media goes, he was being cheered.
he was
No,
not being
he
cheered.
wasn't. We're not stupid.
No.
Listen, I'm not a genius. I do a podcast out of my mother's basement. But But even I can know they were booing him.
Yeah.
And
Eh,
and you know what? Here's again, not getting too political, but when you look at Zorhan Mamdani, where was he?
nosebleeds
He didn't
with the
need an
fans.
entourage. Well, I hope he had security though. I really hope he had security.
Sure.
We want him to be, regardless how you feel about his politics, we want him to be safe. And you know what? I'm surprised Bob Kraft wasn't with Trump in the box, though. I'm
Yeah.
surprised Bob Kraft wasn't up there.
James Dolan was there with him though.
Yeah.
Oh, and did you see the scenes of Donald Trump taking his grumpy old 80-year-old naps in the suite? Like that's another thing. Like, I get it. Like, you're up there in age. If you're gonna take a nap, if you're gonna be invited to a big time sporting event in
Nap
New
in the
York
afternoon.
City,
Nap on the way over there.
like, and you're gonna take naps, that should be a sign that maybe you should not be out after 8 p.m. His
And his
80-year-old ass.
and who was his granddaughter Kai? I think was with him.
Yes.
Oh no! I hope she had a good time. I can't hate her because of who her grandfather is. But this was just okay. Listen, Reggie, I need you to answer a question for me. They said this was the first time a sit-in president went to the NBA Finals. Didn't Obama go in like 2015 or something, or no?
I honestly don't remember. It was a blur. Like,
Because I've been seeing a lot of posts saying, you know why Obama wouldn't go to an NBA Finals? Because he wouldn't want people to, because he wouldn't want to ruin people's life. He wouldn't want to ruin people's night.
oh, all that, and also it's not about him. You know, Obama was a very selfless president. He never made it about him. Maybe there were a couple times. Maybe the Osama bin Laden, but like, you know, he would never try to upstage the Knicks or his Chicago Bulls, right? He would never try to upstage that. Donald Trump did.
Or,
And
like when Bush came to threw out the first pitch after 9/11, that was a totally different situation.
yeah, you know, and it wasn't about him, it was about the country.
And because you know what? Have you ever watched the documentary 9 Inch from Ground Zero?
No, but I've heard great things about it.
Watch it. It's wonderful. Um, but there was a part, and you know what? And this really shows you about our political climate nowadays. Like when they announced, said, here to throw out the first pitch for tonight's game, the President of the United States. And listen, security was tight there too. Again, it was after 9/11. Like they actually had they had to have Secret Service on the field. They actually had Secret Service dressed up as umpires.
Yes.
And but anyway, there was this journalist that they interviewed, and they said to him, and they said, "Listen, I remember that moment when he came on the mound, and I remember standing up and cheering." He goes, "I didn't vote for him, but he was my president. But at that moment, he was my president." And but yeah, just last night that was absolutely absurd. Like, listen, if you're a fan, you're a fan, and I'm glad you got to see your team. But on the other hand, don't make our lives miserable in the process. Don't make our lives miserable in the process of doing this.
Yeah.
Just don't. Because then we have to We're only paying $7,000 to get in.
Yeah. And that's another part of another aspect that you keep mentioning. How expensive these tickets were. Like, can the tickets be a little cheaper? We're not asking for the tickets to be like $50 like it was in 1999. Can it be like $100, $200? Like
I
something
have
reasonable.
I have a solution to how you can get the money, Reg. I have a very good solution. Are you ready?
What?
If you're a man, get, find a nice old rich lady
Mm-hmm.
who's in very poor health,
Yeah.
has no living has no living family.
Yeah.
Marry her, and if nature takes his course, get her money and buy the tickets. Guys, and if you're a rich woman, and if you're a woman, find a nice rich old man, same thing, poor health, no living family, and would marry him when nature takes its course, you take the money and buy the tickets. Or if you're gay or lesbian and if you're a guy, you want to find a rich old guy, or a woman, you want to find a rich old woman, whatever. But no, but okay, guys, that was a joke. Please don't cancel me again. That was a joke.
Mhm.
But it's like literally the only way you can get tickets nowadays.
Yeah, like you need to sell your soul to get that money, man.
Or just marry a rich old lady who's gonna croak in like 5 minutes.
Some people went bankrupt to get these tickets. That's how important it was to them. I would never do it. I'm sorry. Like, I have a TV at home. Like, I can just watch it from there. But the tickets were expensive, and they saw a letdown. Like all those people
Are they
that,
gonna
that spent
spend another
thousands of
seven
dollars.
grand tomorrow? Let's see.
I mean, some fans are crazy. Like they would do that.
Or here's another thing: sell your kidney.
Ouch.
Do you think people are gonna sell their kidneys tomorrow for tickets?
They can.
Would you sell yours?
No.
Hey, on a certain ticket app that I have, you know how much the cheapest ticket is for tomorrow?
How much?
Let's have a little fun. You ready to have a little fun, Reg?
How much?
$5,666.
That's absurd, dude. Like really?
And that's for section 221. You know how much courtside is on this app?
10,000.
Go up.
Oh my God. 15.
More.
Oh no. Come on. 30.
You're still way out of the ballpark there, my
That's
friend.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous. On this, what? That is ridiculous. How are they going to afford that seat?
Would you like to know how much?
50.
Still out there.
No way.
Yes way. Okay,
That,
I just want to say, I'm not going to say what the app is.
yeah.
For 4 tickets, not saying what this app is, and this is on resale.
Right.
$98,246.
Now, is this per ticket or is it just for 4 tickets?
It's for 4 tickets, but dude, that's absurd.
So,
Oh no, wait, hold on. It says 98,246 each, including all fees.
I don't believe that. That's ridiculous. There's no
So that
way.
would be, dude, that would be over. That's like 400 grand right there.
You have to
Who has this money?
you have to be billionaire. You're pricing out the fans.
All right, Reg, are we selling my kidney or yours?
Yeah. And kudos to Josh Hart for saying that too. Because
No,
he's been
good
he's
for
been
Josh
begging.
Hart.
He's been begging the real fans to show up, the diehards. The people who have lived and breathed and suffered for this team.
It's not even the Knicks that are doing this problem. You know who it is? It's the freaking resale market, man.
Well, it's the resale market, but it's also Madison Square Garden too, because Madison Square Garden, they're charging up the wazoo for these tickets. Bullshit.
It is bullshit.
It's
Do they
ridiculous,
think we have this money?
bro. It's ridiculous.
Rich
Not
assholes
enough,
thinking they can tell us what to do.
you know?
No, we don't have 100 grand to spend on tickets, you fucking idiots.
And it's not the real Knick fans, except for the celebrity row, like Tracy Morgan and
And
Ben
Spike.
Stiller, Spike Lee. Like those are real Knick fans. John
You know
Stewart,
who
those
it
are
is?
real Knick fans.
It's the because you know who buy a lot of these tickets? It's like corporate folks.
Yeah.
And they probably either use them or they sell them.
Yeah.
Or they just give them away.
Mhm. I do like how the Guardian Dreams
Or-
Foundation, they did give the inner city kids. I don't know if you watched the Today Show segment, but they actually did give away tickets to inner city kids. Patrick Ewing was there, Tracy Morgan was there.
You know what? Good for the Garden of Dreams.
So I will give them credit, but it's just like it's not enough. Like make it affordable for people who are real Knicks fans to show up. And because New York will show out. So
Because again, your solutions are either marry a rich old person in poor health with no living family,
yeah.
sell your kidney on the black market,
Yeah.
or get some rich friends.
It's rough.
If all else fails, again, sell your kidney on the black market.
Oh God.
Guys, I'm kidding. Please don't do that.
Ah,
Reg, if
right.
I wake up in a bathtub with my kidney missing, would you be
Don't
concerned?
don't look at me. Like first of all, I hope you get some help because I don't think they could just take your kidney and without if you're not a doctor, you don't know what you're cutting. Like I hope you're okay. You know.
I was with some nice looking Eastern European girl, Reg, and before you know it, I woke up the next morning in a bathtub with my kidney missing.
Yeah.
Okay, people, that was another joke. I'm sorry.
All right. Game 4 tomorrow. Knicks need to win. Spurs also have to win. It's gonna be a heavyweight battle. It's gonna be really tight, and I expect the series to go long. I don't know how. I still say 7 games, but you just never know.
I think
Um,
6.
If it goes 6, I think Spurs win.
Okay.
I don't think the Knicks win it in 6.
All right. So, any other things to talk about today?
Well, there is the move that the Bears made this past weekend.
Oh, now they know how it feels.
How does it feel now, Bears fan?
How does it feel?
But it's just a tad over the border, Bill.
It's
Just
just a tag
just
over the border, Reggie boy.
just slightly, just
It's
slightly
slightly
over the
It's
border.
slightly over the border, Reg. It's
Just
okay.
slightly, just slightly. No, you in Indiana, bro. Like, come on. Like,
You're now in
yeah,
Indiana, buddy. Congratulations. You are now in
yeah,
probably the most boring state
yeah.
in the country.
Which will
Congratulations.
they're gonna preach all this economic opportunity bullshit for that area which looks like an industrial town. Um, Here's what I'll say about this. In fairness to the Bears fans, I really don't like when billionaire owners look for the next best deal out there. The Bears already had a site. I believe it was Arlington Heights, which I believe is north of Chicago, whatever it is.
Chicago.
You know, you already had a site where you bought the land with the intention of building a stadium. And yet that was still not enough for you. These billionaire owners are skunks. They don't care about people. They don't care about the fans. It's always about them. And I feel sorry for those fans in Illinois that are going to have to make that truck over across state lines to watch a Bears game. It is unacceptable. It is disgraceful and money grab. There is just no other way to point it out. It is a money grab. And that's the thing that I hate the most about it.
We present to you rich assholes being rich assholes. We are, yeah, this is ridiculous.
You know,
This is absurd.
and for what? So you can make billions of dollars more off of taxpayer dollars and not have to spend a dime on your stadium? Bro, no. It's ridiculous. They looked for the next best deal. They got the next best deal. And it is just horrible that the Bears do this to the fans. With that said, Bears fans, I hope it feels nice to have to explain to people, well, they're in Chicagoland.
Now you know how we feel. Now you know how we as Giant and Jet fans feel, broski.
Yeah.
Now they know how it feels.
Mhm.
How does it feel? And listen, but you know who I think still has it the worst out of us, soon to be Chicago and the Niners? The Niners. Because what, isn't Santa Clara like an hour out of San Francisco?
Well, it's in San Jose, bro. They're basically in San Jose. Like,
Hey, at least we just got to go over the bridge.
but they're gonna tout, well, because it's in the Bay Area. No, it's bullshit. You're in San Jose, bro. Like, fuck out of here.
So, yeah, Chicago, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. But at least we have a reason. At least we have an excuse. We can just go right over the bridge and boom, we're in Manhattan.
And
you folks now have to. Now you all know how it feels.
yeah, and look, I know that the deal is not done yet. They still have to. They still got to get it cleared. They still obviously passed to the Indiana State and everything, and it's over. The Bears have their sights set on Indiana. Like, it's gonna happen.
But no, maybe someone can intervene on this matter. And guess who can intervene?
True.
Probably the most famous Chicago Bears fan in the world right now. Who just happens to be second only to God.
Pope
Leo, get on it.
Do you think he'll save the Bears? Do you think he'll keep them?
He's second to God, Reg. He's second only to God.
Yeah.
I could see him giving his encyclical. Please keep the Bears in Chicago. The Lord saith, keep the Bears in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I think we also got to like Pope Leo. He wants the Knicks to win, so he wants the Knicks to win.
You've seen Spike Lee's jersey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting back to the Knicks for 1 second, I saw this. I'm going to share this. It's from the Super Review Show. I'm sure JT wouldn't mind if I shared it.
Shout out to Super Review Show.
This is when we were talking about like the seeding for last night.
Right.
Here is the seeding map. For those of you who are only listening to us in audio, it's a map that says MSG seat map. All the way down finance/tech bros.
Right.
Also there, your boss's boss. Right here, celebrities. Way up here, real fans who are terrible with money. It's true.
Yep.
And then right over here, you.
Us.
We. You and I.
God.
You and I. Us. We. Me and you. We're right over here, Reg.
God damn.
But Josh Hart's right. Dude, come on, look at this.
It's the truth,
over
though.
here, Reg. We're over here. I want to be at least over here.
You mean tell me you can't bring those prices down by like $3,000, $4,000, make it somewhat affordable? I call bullshit on that. In any case, SIP, SIN, we appreciate you, love you, and we always thank you for joining us.
Yes,
You
we
like
do.
what you see, why wouldn't you?
Because this content's amazing.
Please follow the YouTube channel, subscribe, hit that button for the notifications. Follow our socials, S the Sandy Real, both Facebook and X, and continue to support the network. We have a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, the big thing going on is the NBA Finals. Me and the Old Ops guy, we're going to continue to recap the series as we move
And we'll
forward.
recap it here too.
Exactly, 100%. I will not be here Friday. I'm away. I mean,
Okay.
I could make myself available. How about this?
Well, we could talk off air.
We'll talk off here. I can make myself available, but I will not be in Virginia. I'll be in Pennsylvania. So, you
Okay.
know,
Well, we'll talk when we're done here in like the next second or two.
and of course, like I said, if you have notifications, well, you'll know when we're live.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
All right, folks. For Danny Boy Reginald, I'm Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy. Stay safe and take care.
Bye.